Okay, this is the second part of the lesson on multi-step sig-fig calculations. Multi-step sig-fig calculations. And we are going to be looking at, from example 2 from last video, we ended up, after we had done our first set of calculations before moving on to our final step, we had 5.3371 minus 4.403659. Those were the numbers our calculator spat out at us. Okay, so if you remember, this was from example 2. So that was back here, example number 2. Okay, and we multiplied 50.35 and we got our thing. We got the blue bit and the green bit. Okay, so these were the blue bits and the green bits. Okay, and we had discovered that our uncertain digits were at the 3 and at the 3, so in the hundredths and thousandths position respectively. And we did our math, and when we did that, we got 0.93341, which would then, if we go to our hundredths position, our lower, sorry, our first uncertain digit, pardon me, I'm just swallowing my own spit here. I know that's gross, but it's not COVID. We would get 0.93. Okay? Now, watch what happens if we didn't keep these extra digits and we rounded before we did our final step. So let's say that we rounded this 5.34. Yeah? Minus 4.40. We rounded that 404. Did I do that right? Yeah, it's okay. All right. And we would get 0.936. Okay, 0.936. What does that round to when we go to our hundredths position? Well, if we go to our hundredths position here, we get 0.94. Okay, and do you see how that is different from what we got? And what had happened is because we rounded up here and the other number wasn't quite big enough to make it, like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You have to keep those extra digits. Now, do you have to keep all the extra digits? Like if this kept going like 0, 1, 3, 7, 2, you know, your calculator spits out that. No, you do not. I would say as a good rule of thumb, you should be keeping at least one digit. After the uncertain digit. Okay, so after your last sig fig, so keep at least one. So you could have written this as 5.337 because that's one past your last significant digit, one past your uncertain digit, and we could have had minus 4.403, and then this 6 would round to a 7. Okay, if we wanted to keep one digit past our last digit there. And we would get, actually I didn't do this earlier, so you're going to have to wait a second while I plug it in, 5.337 minus 4.4037 equals, and we get 0.9333. Okay, and that would round to 0.93. And that is the same as this one. So does it matter if you keep one digit or if you keep all the digits that came from your calculator? Not really, but you want to keep that one extra digit and don't round until you get to the very, very end.